Hi, this is Andrew H. Week 9 presentation on completing the square. So here we have a problem where we're using the quadratic formula. Now, the quadratic formula is a squared plus bx plus c equals y. That's just our basic quadratic formula. Now, when dealing with a completing the square problem, you want to get your c on the opposite side. So here we are going to, this is our step 1. Step 2, we're going to minus 3 from both sides. That'll give us x squared plus 2x plus, here is our open space, negative 3 plus. So in that open space, we are trying to find, we use a formula. That formula is b over 2 squared. Now that b is coming from our original problem, which in this case is 2. So that's going to be equal to 2 over 2 squared, which is 1. So we plug that in to our boxes. And those boxes do not move, by the way. They are always in that specific place. So now that those are 1, this helps us with completing the square because the trinomial x squared plus 2x plus 1 is a perfect square trinomial. That perfect square trinomial is x plus 1 squared. Because if we would FOIL x plus 1 and x plus 1, the two binomials, we would get x squared plus 2x plus 1. So now that we have x plus 1 squared, we go to our other side, and we just do this simple negative 3 plus 1, which is negative 2. Now, we want to get rid of the squared signs. We're going to put it all over the square root, and we'll do the same thing to our negative 2, so that they're equal. Now in our fourth step, since we did the square root of a squared number, which is the x plus 1 squared, this will just turn into x plus 1. That would be equal to the square root of 2 and the square root of negative 1 is the same thing as the square root of negative 2. Now if you remember from earlier on, we learned that the square root of negative 1 is equal to I, and negative 1 is equal to I squared. Now that's going to come into play here because we have a negative 1. So in our fifth step, we are going to find that x plus 1 equals the square root of 2i. Now to finish off this problem, we want to get in the correct form. In order for it to be in the correct form, we have to minus 1 from both sides. So in our final answer, we are going to have x equals, because we want to get x by itself, negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 2i, because we do not know this. It could be either. And that is our final answer. But now we want to be able to find the vertex. The vertex, there's a formula to find the vertex. That formula is negative b over 2a will find us our x, and 4ac minus b squared over 4a will find us our y. So you just got to take it step by step. We'll start with our x. So negative, our b, if you remember from earlier, was 2. So negative 2 over 2, and our a, if you remember from earlier, was just 1. That would give us a negative 2 over 2, which equals a negative 1. So that means our x in our final answer is going to be a negative 1. Now if you go back to our y, which was 4ac minus b squared over 4a, when we plug in all those, we'll have 4, our a, which was 1, our c, which if you look to the top was 3, minus our b squared, and our b was 2, so minus 2 squared over 4 times our a, which was 1. That'll give us 12 minus 4 over 4, which equals 8 over 4, which equals 2. So our y will be 2. So now our final answer is x equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 2i, and our vertex is negative 1, 2. Thank you.